Hi, honey, it's Mom. You and Keith must still be at the doctor's office, but call me as soon as you get in, okay? I hope it's good news.
Down, Sam! Put... Yeah, you always did like Jack best. Yeah, man. Back off, pal. I know.
She's looking at me. Her? Don't point, man. Yeah, she's looking at me. There.
I don't think she was looking at you.
Yeah, right there.
Here we go, boys.
Wings.
Tuesday's special.
Excellent.
Today's not Tuesday.
All day, buddy.
Yep.
Today's Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta go.
What's the matter?
Right now. Let's go.
We just got here.
See
What's
you
the
Friday.
matter? What are you talking about? What's going on? I got to see you next week, man.
You got it.
Oh, boy.
Well, just be happy there's no gun in the house. So is my couch, buddy.
I may need it.
Go get him!
Hi. Honey, I'm so sorry.
Could have at least called, you know.
I know. I thought it was Monday. Really, I did. So, what happened? What'd this guy say?
Same thing Dr. Solomon said, that we should start thinking about adoption.
So then we'll just, we'll adopt, right? No big deal. Like you said, I mean, there's a million kids out there that need a home. We'll get the best one. I'm sorry.
Tastes like chicken wings.
I like when you talk like that.
Get away from me, I'm still mad at you.
No, you're not.
Keith,
Yeah, babe.
I want to start looking now.
Okay. Now?
Yes, now. What's wrong?
Nothing. No, nothing. It just seems kind of sudden.
No, it's not. We've been trying for a year.
Well, I know. I'm trying. That's different. I'm real good at trying.
You're a real good dad.
Oh, I
too,
know.
Keith.
I know.
I really want a baby, sweetie. You know that, and with my job and maternity leave
I know.
now.
Let's just wait for you to, come down off the fertility pills, okay?
It's not like this is some kind of irrational decision, Keith.
I know.
So what do you think?
Hey, where's the pot roast? You sleep.
No.
Listen, I just had this flash when I was down in the kitchen. The pot roast is really good, by the way. Way better than my mom. was of me teaching a little kid how to pitch a baseball.
And how did that feel?
It felt pretty good. I gotta say, it kind of lit me up there for a while.
Oh, she was pissed off?
Well, I did miss the appointment.
So why didn't she beep you?
Forgot to wear it.
You're kidding.
Check okay, please.
Guess you're not gonna do that again.
Guess I'm not.
So what, you're gonna actually look for a kid now?
Kim's already looking.
She is.
We got a meeting with an adoption agency next week.
Wow. How long does that usually take?
Don't strain yourselves, girls. Wouldn't want any excuses when we kick your asses Saturday.
Well, thanks for your concern, sweetheart. Yeah, yuts.
Put me up on aisle 6, please.
So you actually think you're ready for this parenting thing, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
It's a big change. You remember Cowitz? He got pretty snowed under.
Take a look at his wife.
What about Barney? I mean, one week he's painting himself green and yellow for the Packers home opener, and then nothing.
Will you shut up? Starting to sound like my mom. In the first place, Kim is going to handle all the kid stuff. It's like she was born to be a mom. In the second, it's not going to happen right away. These things can take years sometimes.
Hey, lady, look out.
Oh, dear.
No.
Well, let's hope so for your sake.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Oh, great. Damn it, Keith. You better be on your way.
Hey, you seen that new girl in Dispatch?
Oh, here's your problem. Here's why you're leaking oil. Anyway, your drain plug is cross-threaded.
Well, you seen her?
Who? Judy?
Yeah, that's her.
And my beeper?
It's Kim.
Just a little bit more tea for you. And, let's see.
Why don't we just get started, okay?
Okay, yeah, he's probably just tied up in traffic, that's all.
I see by your application that you're a speech therapist for the school district.
Yes, that's right.
I don't see any life insurance listed here. You're both going to need some.
Yeah, my husband's definitely gonna need life insurance after today.
Of course, it's important that the husband be just as committed to the adoption as the wife is. That's why we don't allow single-parent adoptions. That must be him.
Yes, it is. Speak of the devil.
Hi.
Really not ready for this, are you, Keith?
Sure I am. I am.
You've thought about it.
Yeah, I thought about it.
Well, so where does having a baby rank with, say, playing football and playing golf and hanging out with the guys?
It's above football and hanging out with the guys and just below golf. Honey, come on, I'm kidding. I am kidding.
Well, I'm not kidding, Keith. Talking about having a child here, you know, being parents for the rest of our lives, and I would really like to know how you feel about it.
I feel fine about it.
You feel fine.
Yeah.
So why did you tell Edna that this was my idea?
So when do you find out if you totally screwed this thing up?
The approval's on Saturday.
Day of the game?
Yeah. The agency is still checking us out, I guess. Driving Kim crazy. She's already emotional as hell coming off the pills. Her stomach's now bothering her. Beginning to wonder whether the whole thing's worth it.
Oh, do not tell her that.
No kidding.
You two getting along all right?
Yeah, fine. I mean, she thinks I'm an insensitive pig and all, but...
Yeah, but aside from that.
You know, I'll be fine if we get approved. I just hope I didn't blow it.
Hey, Loosh. Saturday, man. Or if you want to save yourself the trouble, you can forfeit right now.
This guy's an idiot.
Gotta beat these guys.
All right, down, sit, get it.
1 steamboat, 2 steamboat, 3 steamboat, 4 steamboat, 5 steamboat. Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, 14 zip. Ah, and the chumps can't even get it over the line.
She beep?
Why don't you just forfeit right now, girls?
No, man, I told you. I'd tell you right away.
It's important. We're supposed to find out today about the kid.
Yeah, I know. You've told me 100 times.
Hey, Luce. Come on, we don't have time for this. We're getting our asses kicked. All right, guys, I gotta see this idiot 2 days a week at work, so let's get something going right now, okay? Rick and John, you go along. Keith, you do a button hook. You'll blow right by me and won't see it, okay? On one, let's go. Right.
Go defense! Dead meat loose.
Okay, this turn. Right?
Down, set. Hike.
Let's go, Jack!
It is, it's true.
You're the best, you know that?
I know.
The best girl I ever had.
The only girl you ever had.
Can you imagine if Mrs. Sawyer could see us now?
Oh. Keith Lucier, you come over here and sit next to Kimberly. She'll be a good influence on you.
Yeah, right.
Well, here's to Mrs. Sawyer, third period English.
Here's a Kimberly Lucier. The beautifulest, sexiest mother-to-be in all of Wisconsin.
Oh, don't stop there.
Come on, baby, let the good time roll. Come on, baby, let me bring you home. Come on, baby, let the good time roll. Oh, all night long. Come on, baby, yes, this is something
I'm not real good at this, but here goes.
Come on, baby, let the good time roll.
Okay, to our baby, Brittany Marie Lucier, who's out there somewhere right now. And to my lovely wife, who's looking very foxy. Lush of motherhood, I guess.
To the new parents, our precious Kim, sweetie, and of course her wonderful husband Keith. This is going to be one very lucky little baby because let me tell you, this is 2 great kids. So here's to them. 2 real sweethearts, huh?
Here's to the baby. Here's to baby Brittany. Here's to our son and Kimberly's first child.
We can do it.
Yes, we can.
This is so exciting. Thank you so much for this. That was great.
So tell me again, how many years was this supposed to take? Shut up.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm close. I'm gonna keep it sweet. The way you did.
Yeah, she may not look like a grandmother, but doesn't she sound like a grandmother?
Excuse me, just 1 second.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow, pretty cute kid. Man, you're in deep trouble. I mean, this is a legitimately cute kid, man. Look at the cheeks on this thing.
Kim? Kim? Are you all right, honey?
Yeah, it's okay, Mom. It's just these stupid hormones they had me on.
You shouldn't be having any reaction to those after all this time. I want you to see a doctor.
Mom, it's fine, really. I'll be right out, okay?
She's fine. Careful, please.
It's amazing. You're actually gonna be a father.
Yeah, I know. Weird, huh?
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. What's the picture, Dad?
Well, it was his idea.
My idea.
Please be careful.
Pieces.
You got it, Bob?
Awesome the blame.
Oh, it was his idea. He wanted to put it together downstairs.
Keith, did any instructions come with this
Jim, where are the
changing table?
instructions to the changing table?
They're on the hall table, Pop.
Watch the
Jack,
ceiling.
right
Watch the ceiling. Okay, where you want this, honey?
I want it over here by the window, right under the window. This is the way to go. And,
I really think it belongs in the corner. Who wants a baby in the direct sun?
Ma.
This is the last move, right?
Got it?
Sure.
Here?
No, center it. To the left a little. To the left, to the left, to the left. Stop. Oh, back a little. Okay, down. That's good. Right.
Yeah?
This is good.
Yeah. You know, on second thought, I think that I'm gonna... Just kidding. It's perfect. It's perfect.
I'll go see if Rob needs anything.
I'll go with you. Anybody want anything to eat?
No,
Yes. Yeah, I am.
Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome.
I think it looks great.
Yep. Just watch out for the sunburn.
I'm really beginning to believe this is true, you know? There's gonna be a baby in here.
Yep.
Just wait till I get those curtains up, those beautiful lace curtains. There's gonna be enough shade, no sunburn for baby Brittany.
Yeah.
And Keith, I'm really glad we went with teddy bears. They are so cute. I mean, I can't believe this mobile we found. Look at the little teddy bears. It matches the border and the sheets that we got, the changing table.
Yeah, it's nice.
Hey, family.
Hi, Jack.
Where's my boy?
Upstairs.
I told you about this the other day, remember?
No problem. 3 out of every 5.
Don't worry about it. He'll come around.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. He's a hell of a lot better than I was when I was his age.
I doubt that.
No, I'm serious. Donna?
What?
Tell her, what kind of prospective young father was I?
Terrible.
Hey, you see? I was into duck hunting in those days, too. I used to come home smelling like wet dogs and cigars. And then you came along. And suddenly my golf game started slipping, the beer started tasting flat.
Oh, that'll be the day, Dad.
Hey, I'm serious. You know why? Because suddenly I had this little girl whose face would light up when I walked into the room. And now you're gonna have a baby of your own. Oh, baby. Listen, don't you worry about Keith. He's got a good heart. And when this baby gets a piece of it, he's gonna be a goner for her just like I am for you.
Thank you, Daddy.
Hey, Captain, we gonna do this?
All right, I'll be here.
This one's for you, kid.
Mark Teresa, I have a single to join you.
Oh, yeah.
Not bad, Jacko, not bad. Down off a bit. Be right back.
Man.
This Keith. Hi, Bob. What's up? The hospital. What happened?
See you tomorrow.
Well, what did the doctors say? I mean, what do they think? Yeah. Right away, of course. I'm on the way. All right, thanks a lot.
You sure you don't want me to go in with you?
No, I'm fine, thanks.
All right, call me at home.
If you can, look in on Mr. Williams, would you?
Sure will.
You're
going with the general?
Dr. Hart, I see you. Dr. Hart.
here if we want.
Yes, would you like me to page him now?
That'd be great.
Oh, yes, I am.
Make it a gesture.
What charge?
Card scanning.
Hi, baby.
Hi. How you doing, sweetie?
I'm not really sure yet. Is that cancer?
Doctor sounds well.
How bad is it?
Well, they're not really sure. They want to operate right away. Do a complete hysterectomy.
You're going to be all right. And we'll be with you every step of the way.
Guess we're not going to the movies tonight, huh, Dad?
Well, not tonight.
Well, hysterectomy. Unbelievable. Oh, well, that was lousy equipment anyway. Thank God for adoption, huh? What? Is there something wrong? Is there a problem?
No, the doctor just thinks maybe we ought to just put it on hold for a minute, just till we see what we're dealing with here.
No, but that means... No, Keith, we can't. We could lose Brittany.
I know.
I mean, she's practically here.
I know, honey. Let's just see what we're dealing with. Okay, I'm sure you'll be up on your feet soon. Hi, Edna. It's Keith Lucier.
Hi, Keith. Look, I'm just on my way out, but tell Kim that we still don't know when the baby's due in. There's nothing wrong, though. It's just the same old bureaucratic runaround.
No, I'm not really calling about that. It's about Kim.
Yeah?
Boy, it's hard to just come right out and say. It turns out that she has cancer.
Oh, no. Oh,
Yeah.
my God, no.
Yeah, we're all kind of in shock here. We still don't know how bad it is yet, but what I was wondering was, well, you know, if it's not too serious and Kim gets back on her feet fairly soon. See, and she's really got her heart set on this. And I mean, we named her Brittany and everything. Now, I know we're gonna, have to postpone this for a little while, but what I was wondering is if maybe, she could just stay in Korea for a little while longer, just till we see what we're up against.
Keith, we can't do that, but there are any number of other children.
I know, but see, it was just after getting the picture and everything. I got it right here, too. Kim made copies of it for all our friends and stuff. It's like she's already ours, and now, after this, and it's kind of really devastated. I have to give her up.
Keith, I'm really sorry, but, there's nothing we can do. This is a baby girl.
I know.
We can't just put her back on the shelf.
I know.
But you call me just as soon as Kim's out of the woods, okay? Okay, Keith?
Yeah, I will.
And, I'm really sorry about this. Tell Kim I'll be praying for her. And, Keith, you take care of yourself, too, okay?
Okay,
We'll find you a wonderful child, Keith, I promise you. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Nice and slow.
Oh, yeah. There.
Welcome home, dear.
Yeah, it'll just be a minute. We'll be right down. I'll get rid of everybody. I don't know what you
No,
was
no,
thinking.
it's fine. It's fine. Just need a minute to get my breath. That's all. All right, you go join the others. Right there.
Look out, these are hot. Look out.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I'll take that one. Wait, let me get another one.
Put something under here. will
Sorry,
you?
I had to take
That's
all
right. There you go.
Very
Very
good.
good. Stick that right there. All right.
All right.
You got these.
What's in the middle
I
of the
know
bacon?
these before, but they're fancy. Yeah, I know.
You okay?
Ah, here she is.
Great. I have an announcement to make. I just talked to Edna, and guess what? We're getting Brittany after all.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, Kim. That's wonderful.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
But how? Now, what happened?
Did you tell her what the doctor said?
Yes, I told her exactly what he said. That they got 99% of the cancer, and they're confident that I'll make a full recovery. So, there you go.
Hey, a grandbaby.
We are.
So happy.
Parents, you believe this?
There you go.
Wonderful.
Let's leave it.
Oh, Keith, this is crazy.
What?
You heard what the doctor said. This is a very aggressive kind of cancer, and they didn't even get all of it. I mean, who's going to look after this little baby when she's having chemotherapy?
Everybody's gonna help her.
Her family knew about this, didn't they?
No.
Nobody even thought to talk to us about it.
Marge.
Look, this is something that's going to affect all of us. Now, Kim is in for a long, hard fight. I don't think this is any time for them to bring a little baby into the house. Did you talk to Dr. Saram about it?
No, but he's very optimistic. You heard him. She's young, she's strong.
And she still has cancer.
And they got 99% of it, Mom.
Meaning they didn't get all of it. Okay, listen to me. I'm not saying that Kim isn't going to come through this just fine. But with chemotherapy and everything, Keith, she's going to get a lot worse before she gets better. And with a little baby to raise, this is not fair to the child.
What am I supposed to do? Go in there and tell her she can't have it?
Are you ready to start raising a baby? Now, I want you to think about that, Keith. And then you go and talk to Kim.
Marge, let's go. Kate.
Marge gave you an earful, huh?
Oh. She's just concerned is all.
I'm gonna promise you something, okay?
Yeah?
I promise that this baby is gonna be the best thing that ever happened to us. Okay?
Okay.
It's true. And you're gonna be the greatest, greatest dad.
Can I still play a little golf?
Absolutely not.
Hello? No, this is her mother. Oh, hi, Edna. Any news?
I shouldn't have let Bob do the shopping. How are we ever going to find it? What we need? Now, we need formula. We need wet wipes. We need...
All right, just give me a second. I want to get a shot.
How many kids are we getting?
need
It's
a
like
pacifier.
Desert Storm in here.
Mom, don't forget little baby. And I'm gonna wait up for you guys, okay? And call me as soon as you get to the
Honey,
airport.
we're not even gonna be back till like 3 in the morning.
I'm gonna wait.
Whoa, whoa. Hold it now. I want to get a before picture here, all right? Everybody. Ha, ha, ha. Great.
Goodbye.
Hurry home, Mr. Dad.
Bye.
Drive carefully, huh? Yeah. Let me get a shot.
That's...
Careful. Watch it, watch it. Okay. Come on. Honey? Honey? Guess who's here?
So pretty. Look at you. Daddy, look.
See this kid? Oh, baby, I'm so happy for you. Look at that hair on this kid. Oh, I think she takes after old man, huh?
Yeah.
Take a picture, Daddy. Take
Yeah,
a picture.
yeah.
Look at you, baby girl. Kid, look.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Look at you, sweet kid.
Okay.
Here, Keith. You come take her, okay?
Oh, no, it's okay.
There we go. Come on. Keith, you get
You
it.
okay?
There we
Really?
go.
Come sit. It's really okay. Just be careful of her head.
Oh.
Support it.
Oh, my.
There we go.
Honey.
What do you think, Mom?
Smile.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Brittany likes it.
Keith, smile.
You got it.
Smile. That's it. That's it.
Kim, it is a trap. They're trying to trick us, I'm telling you.
Keith, will you relax?
See, this is what they do. They tell you 3 o'clock just to get you relaxed, and they come with 2 just to get you off guard.
She had a cancellation, sweetheart.
Huh?
She had a cancellation, honey.
Yeah, right.
Hello, pretty girl. There we go. All spruced up. All pretty looking. There we go.
Okay.
Keith, could you come here for a minute, please?
Huh?
Could you finish dressing her, please?
Yeah, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'll be right back. Here's her dress.
Okay.
Go, sweet. Bye-bye.
Hello, baby. Okay, Oh, boy. Honey? She's here. Kim? Okay, give me your arm. Hi. Come on in.
Oh, sweetie, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
Maybe she's hungry.
No, I just fed her. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
How's she doing, hon?
Keith, maybe you should try, hon.
Oh, come here,
Oh,
Whitney.
baby girl.
Oh, baby. Oh.
Maybe you should try the Sunday Speedway thing, you know?
Huh?
This is really fun.
You sure?
Yes, please, honey.
Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. See the top fuel dragsters burning off the line. Brittany, loose your... We're on turn 2. Ooh, high into turn 3. Third turn. Turn 4, turn 4. Good as new.
Oh, I think Daddy and Brittany came in first place. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, it's a pretty girl. Yes, he's a pretty girl.
Believe me, I see a lot of adoptive fathers who don't know how to get down to a child's level.
Well, that's never been a problem for Keith.
Good. Because the social worker was a little worried when you weren't there at the airport. It's never happened before. It's the first time an adoptive mother wasn't there for her baby's arrival.
Well, you told me about another woman who had cancer. She must have been flat on her back for a while.
Yes, she was for a while. So long.
Oh, don't worry about that, honey. I mean, who knows what this other woman had?
Edna told me she had uterine cancer.
Oh, yeah, well, so maybe they caught her a little sooner. What's the matter? I thought we did really great today.
You had me scared there for a while, though.
Yeah, I know. I almost gave Britt whiplash going through turn 4.
Yeah.
Oh, what is it? Hmm? Hmm?
Quit.
What?
No, it's nothing, I'm sure. It's just that today I think I felt a lump. Do you feel that?
That it?
Yeah.
It's probably just a reaction to the chemo.
Honey, chemo's supposed to shrink tumors, you know?
Oh, babe, I don't think that's a tumor. Look, we're gonna see the doctor on Thursday. We'll ask him about it then, but don't worry.
Okay, now, as you can see right here, this dark spot, this is where the tumor's grown back. And we've also got one here. Now, I want to remind you again that just because this particular kind of chemo wasn't successful doesn't mean that another kind won't be.
Okay, so what's next?
Well, I'm afraid we're going to have to operate again as soon as
Oh,
possible.
God.
In fact, I'm already getting recommendations from some of the best oncologists. Literally, the best in the world.
Oh, she can't go through that. She...
Come on. Now, come on. You know, it's the best thing. The doctor says we've got the best doctors coming in.
Go through that. She...
Mommy's sick, you know that, baby? Mommy's sick.
So you pinch the skin, hold the needle at a 45-degree angle, press in smoothly, depress the plunger, and pull it out. It's that easy.
Now, can I give her one if she's just being a pain in the ass?
Could you come finish getting ready for dinner? Oh, it's okay. Oh, Daddy, will you just a sec? It's okay.
Oh, what's the
It's
matter,
okay.
baby?
Oh, it's okay.
Snowball? Yeah? Ow! Okay. No, either. Okay, come on. And the baby bear looked around the room and saw the 3 chairs, and then Papa Bear said, yeah, that's the Papa Bear. And the Papa Bear said in his great big voice,
somebody's been sitting in my chair.
And then the Mama Bear looked at her chair, and she said in a medium-sized voice, someone's been sitting in my chair as well. And then Baby Bear, yeah, that's the one like you. Baby Bear said in his wee small little voice, someone's been sitting in my chair too, and it's broke all to pieces. Oh man, that's terrible. No, that's not written, I just added that part. Let's turn the page. Oh, look, that's Mama Bear telling Baby Bear to be quiet as Daddy Bear goes upstairs. See that? And then the 3 bears thought they had better search the house, so they quickly went upstairs. See, they go running up the stairs. See? And then Papa Bear took one look at the bed, and he said in a great big voice, somebody's been sleeping in my bed. Let's turn the page. Mama Bear looked in her bed, and she said in a medium-sized voice, somebody's been sleeping in my bed as well. I'm getting kind of sleepy, Brittany. How about you? Let's finish this one.
What day is it?
It's Friday.
Another date.
It's March the 6th, way.
I love you so much, Daddy. I'm pretty much through fighting this. I I think I can let it all go now.
Oh, Kimmy.
Where's Keith?
He went to get the baby. Where's Brittany?
She's with Tess. How's she doing?
She wants to see you.
I was gonna bring her, but
It's okay.
I just thought that.
You're right. You're a good dad, Keith. You've done great. You take care of her now, okay?
I love you so much.
Don't cry. You stay strong for her.
In many ways, life is like a river of time, sweeping us down through the years. If we're lucky, we're swept along through the sunlight and shadows with someone we truly love. So it was with Kim and Keith, sweethearts since high school. Keith, spontaneous, free-spirited, and Kim, wise beyond her years. Even in her darkest moments, when the rest of us were reduced to tears, even in her darkest moments, when the rest of us were reduced to tears, Kim stayed strong, comforting us, insisting that we stay positive, that we really mustn't cry for her. And although we all really must cry sometimes, it's part of the healing process, I can see that little Brittany has taken her mother's advice to heart.
So we're doing fine, especially Brett. She's great. She's happy and she's almost standing on her own. And listen, I just wanted to let you know how much Kim appreciated everything that you did. I know we got the finalization coming up soon and everything, so give me a call when you have a chance. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
So,
What'd she say?
I just left a message.
Thank you for letting us look after Brittany.
Oh, it's the first time I've left her.
Oh, she'll be fine. Now, you need some time to yourself.
Okay, now there's a bottle in there if she gets hungry, okay?
Go.
All right, I've got my beeper, so if, you know, you need me,
Relax.
just a call away. I'll be at my
Relax.
folks and then down at the field.
Yeah,
my
the baby's
bag.
gonna be fine. Come on.
All right.
Bob, can you get... Hello? No, I'm sorry, he isn't. Who shall I say is calling? Oh, Edna.
This is Donna. It's Kim's mother.
Oh, yes. Oh, it's Brittany. Bob, come and take Brittany. I need to call Keith right away.
Your mom just thought it'd make things easier on you.
Right. You know what I mean, right? It's the only home that Brittany's ever known. I can't just move back here.
She's worried about you, Keith. Fair enough. Thing like this can knock the pins out from under anyone.
Well, I think I'm doing okay.
Sure you are. You're doing just fine.
It's not like I'm gonna freak out or anything. What's the point of that? I just want to try and keep things as normal as possible for Brittany. It's all I care about.
Do me a favor, okay?
Hmm.
You can let your guard down sometimes. No good keeping it all bottled up inside.
Keith, it's Donna on the phone.
Hi, everything okay? Oh, well, that's just the way she is sometimes. Don't worry. Listen, I'll call her back and set it up for Friday. Sure, of course you can come. No.
So what did he say?
Okay.
Says he's doing fine.
Okay?
Everything okay?
Yeah, fine. Listen, guys, I'm gonna head out.
What was Donna calling about?
Oh, Edna called. We're gonna try and finalize the adoption on Friday.
Are the Minkowitzes going? If they are, we should be going too. We're your parents, after all.
All right, let me call you tomorrow, okay? Dad.
Thank you.
You know, you could rent the house. You don't have to sell it.
Mom, I am not renting the house, all right? In the first place, I'm not going back to work for a while, and when I do, you can come over to our house and watch her there with, you know, Aunt Tess and the Minks and everybody else.
What do we all could have our own little schedules? I could watch her most of the time. That rent money might come in pretty handy.
Ma, I'm not renting the house. Just let it go, will you?
Robert. Bob. We got here a little early. Anticipating.
Look who's here.
Nice house.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Beautiful home.
Yeah, it sure is.
Hey, cutie.
Oh,
Hello.
my goodness.
Oh, these are my in-laws and my folks.
Oh, how do you do? I'm Edna Humphreys. Oh, come on in, darling. Please, let's straight on in. Hi, sweetie. Can I offer anybody anything? Something to drink?
No.
Keith? Mrs. Lucian?
No, thank you. No.
Well, okay. Well, let's get started. First of all, Mrs. Sargent, she's the founder of our agency, wanted to be here today, but there was a small emergency at the head office, so she couldn't make it. But she and I have talked at great length, and she certainly likes to read, doesn't she?
Yeah. Yeah, she hardly ever cries, too. She eats anything you put in front of her.
I think she's the healthiest baby I've ever seen.
Yeah. She's teething a bit now, so she gets a little fussy, but she's great.
Keith is a wonderful father. You should see him with her. We can hardly get him out of the house. Of course, he has a wonderful support system if he would just let Marge and me be grandmas once in a while.
So when is the adoption finalized?
Well, we have a problem. We don't really allow single-parent adoptions.
What do you mean?
I went over and over it with Mrs. Sargent. She won't even consider it.
Wait a minute.
It has nothing to do with you being a good parent. I want you to understand that.
Are you saying that you're not going to go through with this?
I'm afraid so. It's been the agency's policy since the beginning. No single-parent adoptions.
No, wait, there's got to be something that we can do.
There isn't.
Well, how's this going to work? What'll happen to Brittany?
I'm afraid I'm going to have to place her with another family.
Oh,
What?
no, you won't. I knew it. I knew something was wrong.
Mom, please.
This
This
is
is
making
crazy.
this child
Mom,
hate
please. Dad,
Marge.
help me out, please. Hannah, come on. There's something we can do.
Come on. I've been pleading with Mrs. Sargent all week long. It's all my fault.
What if we can convince her? What if we can prove to her that Keith has all the support in the world? We can bring in aunts, uncles, anybody.
Won't do any good.
How do you know that? You don't know. I mean, we could set up a schedule, have everybody's times laid out.
Or we could adopt Brittany, me and Bob.
No.
This
she
isn't over yet.
belongs.
This isn't over yet. We'll work it out.
I'm afraid you're going to have to leave the baby with me.
What, now? Today?
This doesn't make any sense.
What is she talking about?
You haven't heard the last.
What if I don't? What if we just walk out the door with her?
You can't. You have to understand, this baby is not legally yours. I'm sorry. I am so
Doesn't
sorry.
make any sense.
Sorry.
Let's not make a scene.
Is she
just
saying
leave.
that they're
Let's
going to
just
take her
leave.
away?
They're saying, well, we
I'm
have
sorry.
to.
I am so sorry.
This
the boy.
is
No, I-
crazy. It's gonna be okay. It'll be all right. Listen, Keith, as soon as we get back, call our lawyer. You know, there's got to be something that we can do to fight this thing.
Let's go.
You know?
Let's go. Let's go, Keith.
Wait.
Keith. Keith.
I forgot Brittany's toy. Edna, she can't sleep without me. Mr. Pig. Edna. can't sleep without Mr. Pig.
No. All right, have you worked out a billing schedule for us? Not yet, but we'll let them know. We'll go the higher rate.
Yeah. Keith, I gotta be honest with you. This would be an uphill battle all the way. First of all, this Edna Humphreys was right. Your contract with the agency specifically forbids any single-parent adoptions. It also rules out adoptions to anyone with a life-threatening disease.
She got sick after we signed that.
Okay, let's move on to the question of what's in the best interest of the child. A life with you, a single guy on an hourly wage, or a home with a well-to-do couple who already have another adopted child.
Is that who they've lined up?
No, that's where she's been placed, the couple with the Volvo.
They didn't waste any time.
No, they didn't. And that's not all. We haven't even talked about the court's usual bias against single fathers. Let's move on to the question of your commitment.
My commitment?
Kim first contacted the agency. She made all the appointments, she filled out all the forms, she wrote all the checks. So, if I'm their lawyer, I'm going to say, well, where was Mr. Lucier during all of this, and why? Why was he late to that first rather crucial appointment? Well, he was out playing golf, or football, or he was bowling.
You know, it's true. I didn't get it at first. But then when Britt showed up, I held her in my arms and... So what are you saying? Are you saying that it's hopeless? I'm never going to get Britt back?
No. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is that the deck is stacked against you, Keith. And you better think long and hard about that before you decide to go ahead with this.
So how much is this lawyer going to cost?
$2,500 for the retainer.
Oh.
And then it depends on how hard the adoption agency fights us in court.
Which is probably pretty hard.
And all of this is going to take place in Milwaukee.
Yeah, that's where the agency's home office is.
It's a 4-hour commute.
Well, at some point, I figured I would probably end up staying down there with Sam. That's his name, Sam Tutaro. That's where his office is. He's supposed to be one of the best there is.
Look, Keith, I don't want you to misunderstand this, okay? But you've got to remember that you've got your whole life ahead of you, and right now you are in a pretty emotional state.
I'm not in an emotional state, Mom. I'm fine.
You're fine. You've just lost your wife. Keith, your whole world has been turned upside down.
I promised Kim I'd take care of Brittany.
Well, the lawyer says Brittany is in a good home with good people.
Who are not her parents. I am. I'm the only father she's ever known, Ma.
Keith, she's a baby. And all I'm saying is that you need time for all of this to sink in.
But I don't have time.
Well, you should find some time. They're not going to save your job for you forever. And you're talking about spending thousands and thousands of dollars on something that really we cannot afford.
I have money of my own, and the Minkowitzes were going to help.
Oh, yes, of course, the Minkowitzes.
Marge.
What are you all going to do? Just waltz in there and give all this money to a lawyer who doesn't even know if he can win it?
That's not the point, Mom.
It is the point. He already told you. The court is not on your side. They very seldom ever award custody to a single father.
You think that's fair?
No, I don't think it's fair, but that's the way it is, Keith, and you're not going to change it.
Let me ask you something, Ma. How much would you spend to get me back when I was 8 months old?
That's not the same thing.
It is exactly the same thing. You just don't want to see it. In fact, now that I think about it, I'm just doing the same thing you're doing. I'm just trying to get my kid back.
I'm not. That's ridiculous.
No, it's not ridiculous. I'll tell you what's ridiculous, Mom. I'm a grown man. You're treating me like I'm in high school. Just let me finish. I am Brittany's dad, And like any good dad, I don't care what it costs. Now, I am going down to Milwaukee, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to get my kid back. All I got to say about this is just finish our dinner.
Well, we'll help you any way we can, son. Have a salt, please, Marge.
I don't know about this, Sam.
Relax, you'll be fine.
Yeah, the whole thing, it just seems kind of, I don't know, sleazy.
William, whenever they're ready.
Look, Keith, our best chance of getting her back is to put pressure on the agency and touch people's hearts. Listen to me, listen to me. If we pull this off, we're going to get a lot more exposure down the line. All right, now straighten your tie. Smile for the camera. Come on.
Sam, are you satisfied with the judge's decision to hold a full adoption hearing?
Yes, we are. We're delighted with the decision. It's all we've wanted all along is a chance to plead our case in open court. We proved that what's in Brittany's best interest is to be reunited with Keith here.
Keith, have you seen Brittany? Have you had any contact with her?
Rob, hurry, he's on.
She's been well taken care of.
Rob?
If you lose the case, will you
He's
appeal?
on.
No, I won't.
Why not?
Well, from what I understand, an appeal can take up to a year more, and I just don't think that would be the best thing for Brittany.
And so the stage is set for a custody battle that seems to have captured the public's imagination and heart. Since the story broke on a Milwaukee television station a week ago, Keith Lusher has been swamped with letters of support and with requests to appear on talk shows and newscasts all across the country. There's even a petition being circulated by other adoptive parents, some of them clients of the Good Home Adoption Agency itself, urging its founder, Ida Sargent, to let the little girl return to Lusher. And on yet another front, the case has also become something of a cause célèbre for single fathers, especially when it was learned that the Milwaukee-based agency had actually allowed some single-parent adoptions. But in every one of those cases, the parent was a mother.
How tough is this been? Oh, well, gosh, I don't know. It's been pretty tough. I mean, since I lost Kimmy, I haven't really had a chance. Anyway, it's pretty hard. All I'm trying to do here is get my daughter back.
Are you going to be making the talk show circuit now?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Just a few of them, maybe.
So how long has it been since you've been home?
It's been a little while.
I'm sorry that everything is such a mess. He hasn't had time, excuse me, to face all of this.
Bedroom is upstairs for the baby. I don't know where you're going to want to start. This is a picture of Kim.
Hello?
Hi, John, it's me. Did they get there all right?
Oh, yes, they're here. They're just starting now.
Okay.
Hold on a minute.
John, what I want to do is let's start with a close-up of the high chair, okay? And then we'll tilt up and we'll pan around the room, okay?
Sorry, I'm just trying to stay out of the way here.
I really appreciate this, Don. It shouldn't take them that long.
Oh, that's okay. We're glad to help. So how's it going down there?
Oh, it's kind of crazy, but you know, the more support we get, the better chance we have. So.
When are you coming home?
Well, I'm not really sure. I mean, we got the hearing coming up and everything, so.
Oh, we saw you on the news.
Oh, I was nervous.
You look very handsome.
Thanks. You're just speaking as a mom.
Yeah, I guess I am. Listen, it would be really good if you could come home for a few days, or just maybe even a day, or so. I'm sorry.
Are you okay?
I mean, I know you're busy, and I don't mean to be a pest, but I just need to go through her things. And you do too. I mean, I know it's hard, but you can't keep avoiding it. I don't mean. I'm sorry, honey.
Hey, buddy. How you holding up?
Oh, fine. Listen, I'm sorry I can't get home right now.
Hey, listen, you do what you have to do. Brittany comes first. We're all behind you on that. You know that. Listen, there's an insurance guy going to be getting in touch with you down there.
Okay, what for?
Excuse me, folks.
We're about to start rolling.
Okay, thanks. Listen, don't worry about it. It's just some paperwork. I'll call you about it later, all right?
Okay.
Give him my love.
Did you hear?
Yeah, send her my love, too. All right. Thanks a lot.
You take care of yourself, huh?
You too. Bye.
Brittany's high chair, jars of baby food, everything left just as it was. And so, in this little house on the outskirts of Madison, far away from the reporters and the need to appear calm and composed, Keith Lucier mourns for his wife, alone. Sitting in this empty room, surrounded by old pictures and photo albums, all he could do now is try to get through another day without her and fight for the little girl that both of them thought was their own. This is Paul Jacobs reporting.
The battle for Brittany nears its climax today here at Milwaukee's historic courthouse in the courtroom of Judge Harriet
That her child would have a mother and a father, and that is the real issue here. Mr. Lucier may be a
in
good
the court of
father.
public opinion will carry over to the Wisconsin Supreme Court. There today.
News Dennis, this is the day that Keith Lucer's been waiting for since his adopted daughter was taken from him 2 weeks ago. Judge Richardson will very shortly hear arguments and decide whether baby Brittany should be returned to her adopted father. One person very interested in that decision is Edith Sargent, founder and president of the Good Home Adoption Agency. Ms. Sargent, what do you think of Mr. Lucer's claims that your agency mishandled baby Brittany's case?
There is nothing wrong with the way we handled the situation. We promised the child's biological mother that her baby would have a loving father and mother.
But all accounts, Mr. Lucer is a good father.
But that is not the issue. The issue is what's best for the child, not what's best for Mr. Lucier.
Your Honor, let's be clear about something. This child was placed in this couple's home on a temporary basis, with the written understanding that their eligibility would be reviewed 6 months down the line. Now, what the agency did not know at the time, because it had not been fully informed, was that Kimberly Lucier had a life-threatening disease. If it had known this, the agency would never have placed the child with this couple in the first place. Only after Mrs. Lucier's death did the agency learn of this tragedy. And as difficult as it was, the agency ultimately made a decision that was in the best interests of the child. Namely, to remove it from what was now a house of mourning and place it in a more stable home where there was already another adopted child. Thank you, Your Honor. I've kept my remarks brief. We are anxious to proceed.
First of all, Your Honor, not only did Mr. Lucier fully inform the agency about the severity of his wife's condition, but this was well in advance of the baby's arrival. In fact, Kim was undergoing chemotherapy when Edna Humphreys called her to tell her when the baby was coming in. Secondly, in regards to this house of mourning suggestion by Mr. Schiller, nothing could be farther from the truth. It was at Kim's insistence herself that no one even cry around the baby so as not to upset her. We've all got to stay positive for Brittany, Kim was always saying, and that attitude continues to this day with Mr. Lucier. Thank you. But it was a week later after the operation that Kim called you herself, didn't she? As soon as she got home from the hospital.
Yes, she did.
And what did she say, Mrs. Humphreys?
She said that the doctors had gotten 99% of the cancer and that they were confident the chemotherapy would take care of the rest.
And did you believe her?
I wanted to believe her.
Why?
Why? Because she was a lovely young woman, full of life. And because they'd named the baby and the nursery was all set up.
And so, why was it that she was calling you?
She wanted to know if they could still adopt this particular child.
And as you said, you knew she had cancer at that time. Did you ask to see any medical reports or tell her you wanted to talk to her doctors?
No.
Well, what did you tell her?
I told her that we would just keep this to ourselves because I was sure she was going to be fine. and that the baby was still theirs, I wouldn't say a word to anyone.
Sam, can you comment?
Does this make your case for you, Sam? Is it all over?
No, not by a long shot. We still have the whole single-parent debate to go, and what's best for the child knows. We're not calling this one over until Judge Richardson renders her verdict, and hopefully baby Brittany's returned to her father.
And when do you expect a verdict? Do you expect a verdict today?
Well, we still have an awful lot of testimony to go, so...
Yes, one question.
Are you taking the stand this afternoon?
I believe so.
Is that your signature at the bottom of the contract, Mr. Lucier?
Yes.
Would you please read stipulation 9?
No couple with a known life-threatening health condition shall be approved. But the point is, we didn't know.
I'll ask the questions, Mr. Lucier. One that's been bothering me since the beginning is this. Why did you leave this child with a stranger in the first place?
Objection, Your Honor. Edna Humphreys was not a stranger.
She was to the child, Mr. Totaro. Overruled.
I mean, you maintain that she was absolutely like your very own daughter.
Yes.
And yet you left her in Madison that day, the child crying as you walked away. So tell me, Mr. Lucier, what kind of a parent would leave their child like that, regardless of the circumstances?
Edna said that she was going to have to call the police.
Because the child wasn't legally yours, which is exactly why you left her, isn't it? You recognize that fact.
No, that's not true.
Then why? Why would you leave a crying child in someone else's arms?
I left her because... because sometimes even though it breaks your heart, you have to do what's right for the kid. I mean, of course I wanted to take Brittany away with me that day and then never let her go, but at the same time, Edna had said that they were going to call the police and get a court order, and, you know, I had this image, this picture in my head, it's crazy, but of us just racing down the highway in this chase, and the police pulling us over, and Brittany crying, and the trooper just taking her away. And so, yeah, I left her with Edna. But I promised her that I would be back for her, and that's what this is all about, Mr. Schiller. I'm just trying to keep the promise I made to my daughter. I'm just trying to get my daughter back.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Sorry to interrupt. I'm Elliot Carver with Superior Mutual Insurance. I know you're busy, but if I could have just a few minutes with Mr. Lucier here.
About what?
About his wife's life insurance.
It's all right, Sam. You already talked with my father-in-law, didn't you?
That's right.
About what exactly? I'm sorry, but is there some kind of problem here?
Well, that's what I'm supposed to find out. The adoption agency is obviously claiming that Keith and his wife knew she was ill before the adoption, which means they concealed this on their information.
We didn't know.
You know, I think we're gonna have to talk about this another time.
No,
right?
don't misunderstand me. I believe you. I really do. That's what I've written in my report. In fact, off the record, I want to tell you how much I admire your wife for hanging on until the activation date.
What do you mean?
Well, for the 6 months, I mean. You didn't know?
Know what?
Mr. Lucier, the policy you bought didn't come into effect until 6 months after the date of signing. That was on March the 6th. Kim had it marked on the calendar, according to her father. She held on until the night before, and then went back into the hospital the following day, knowing that by then you and your little girl would be provided for.
It's good to see you, Keith.
It's weird. It's like I don't even believe it yet, you know? Sometimes the phone rings, and I go, oh, it's Kim. Or, I'll be driving down the street, and I'll see something, and I think, I can't wait to get home. I guess I feel like that if I get Brittany back, I'll be getting part of Kim, too. I miss it so bad.
And so this is it, Decision Day. At 9 o'clock this morning in Department 14 of Milwaukee's historic courthouse, Judge Harriet Richardson will render a decision that will affect a little girl's life forever.
All rise. Milwaukee County Circuit Court, Children's Division, Department 14 is now in session. The Honorable Judge Harriet Richardson presiding. You may be seated.
All right. I am prepared to enter findings of fact and conclusions of law in the matter of Keith Lucier versus the Good Home Adoption Agency. But first of all, I'd like to make an aside. The Adoption Act does not, and I repeat, does not determine what is in the child's best interests. In truth, we have no way of knowing what the future holds for anyone, much less a child. What truly is in their best interests? And so we are left with a more reasonable basis for deciding whether or not an adoption should be approved, and that is it or was it benefiting the needs and welfare of the subject child? It is with this in mind, I make the following ruling. In the case of Lucier versus the Good Home Adoption Agency, I find that the refusal of the agency to consent to this adoption was based primarily on the fact that this had become a single-parent adoption due to the untimely death of Mrs. Lucier. I further find that by the time of her death, the child had become an integral member of the Lucier home and extended family. And because of this, it would have been best for her to have remained with that family. I therefore find that the agency's married couple requirement, though well-intentioned, is inapplicable in this particular case. The Good Home Adoption Agency is therefore ordered to return physical custody of the child in question to Mr. Keith Lucier with all due haste.
Way to go, Keith.
Hi. Welcome. Oh. Come on in. She's in the living room. She's in here.
Oh. Maybe you should go first. She might not remember me.
Oh, she'll remember you.
Oh. Brittany. Hi, Britt. Hi. I got something for you. I got Mr. Pig. Come on, come on. Let's go. That's my girl. Here we go. Up, Brittany. Up. I missed you so much. Yeah. Let's go home. Let's get Mr. Pig and go. Yeah. Ready to go home?